man, the last couple of days, man, it's been wild. Uh, it's been one of them days where you just want to keep refreshing every 5 6 seconds, right? So,
That's actually the first day this week that I haven't done that because I was home all day and man, I ain't gonna kidding. I had to step away from it.
yeah,
I had to step away from it for a minute. I
so
I knew there wasn't gonna be anything new. It just
there ain't gonna be nothing new happen until after the Egg Bowl.
yeah. John Summerall, man, I know you saw it all, but supposedly Florida talked to him and then he took his name out of the hat. Said don't consider me. Then I heard from two different sources that LSU was interviewing or talking to or reaching out, whatever you want to call it, to Eli Drinkwitz, which doesn't fit on any level imaginable to me. But
Well, what if Lane don't? I mean, they got to have a plan B.
they got to get somebody, don't they?
They got to have a plan B, and they don't want to get caught with their pants down, putting all their eggs in one basket like we don't. I mean, um, I don't know, man. This whole thing is just, again, we said this the other day. It's just so bizarre. None of it makes sense, and it just, you know, yeah, I've had some other talks with other people, man, and again, it's not something I can just. Nobody's understanding it. They're just, you don't know how many times I'm getting asked a day, well, is he leaving? Is he going? I'm like, man, you know everything I know. Probably more if you get a chance to watch television. But let's talk about that damn uh, that interview yesterday. If you got to see any of it, walk us through that. What was it like?
The McAfee,
Yeah,
it didn't look normal. It didn't look like he normally does. He was hyped up, energetic, um, just a little bit just a little bit different than he normally looks. It was very very scripted. McAfee was careful with what he said, what he asked.
which is against what McAfee's usually like.
Yes,
He goes for the shock
yes,
factor.
yeah. That don't even make sense for him. But he tried to hype up Ole Miss and Oxford. Kiffin did, but it didn't feel right, man. People just have our Ole Miss fans have a hard time buying any of that right now. It's
Ink
I
on paper is going to be the only thing that makes us buy into him right now.
yeah. I mean, two things. I'll say two things. It's people. You're not upset because he's leaving. You're very disappointed because he's leaving. If he leaves, and which I think he is. But the upset part comes in the manner. Now, where me and you go different ways on this, as you say, he's just doing what he said he would do, which is not discuss it until after the Egg Bowl. That's his stance. That's his policy, and it looks like he's going to stick to it, regardless of how much it hurts the program.
Well,
The second thing I'll say on it, and then you can respond to all this, but the second thing is just kind of stepping back from it a little bit today, get away from the board. It is coming down to that Egg Bowl. I would be shocked, even from him, if he walks away from an 11-1 team about to host a playoff game. But if we lose that game, man, it's going to be a lot easier for him to roll out for 10-2 and miss the playoffs. So that's what he's waiting on. Now the problem is if he's leaning in his mind, so hard to get out of here. How's he going to coach the Egg Bowl? Like mentally, emotionally, what's the Egg Bowl going to look like? From all reports, the Manning Center is already in disarray. So, does he really have an incentive to win that thing?
All right, who's reporting that? I've not seen. I've
Uh,
seen.
There's been several reports that practice didn't go good, or Manning Center's frustrated. That's all people are talking about. That started yesterday.
I didn't see none of that. So,
Yeah,
but I
that
read
started
every
yesterday.
single.
David Johnson wrote a big thing today about how it's casting a negative shadow over recruiting right now.
Yeah, I saw that and didn't read the thread though. But I've been in this training for the last couple of days, so I can't just read everything. No, I mean I get the frustration, I get it, but again, the only thing I've said is Lane's not doing a damn thing different now than he's done in every other time that there's been a coaching opportunity, in somewhere else. He's just not going to discuss it. The only thing now that I see any different at all is that it publicly got out that Layla and them went visiting Baton Rouge and Gainesville. So
Yeah,
that was a little different, obviously. But at the end of the day, I don't, man, he's got to do due diligence. So at the end, and the only difference I see between this time and 22 is the fact that the week before the Egg Bowl, he signed his extension with us then. He didn't wait till after. He signed it the week of the Egg Bowl, or right before the game. It was a done deal. Whereas now it looks like going to wait. But the reaction on the boards, every bit of it, just the same as what's going on right now.
it doesn't feel like
Every 5 seconds.
it doesn't feel like it to me. It feels
Well,
like this is on a different planet than what that was. And
it,
maybe it's
the only reason why it's a little different planet. It feels different. We're 10-1. Then we were what, 7-4.
yeah.
Going in the Egg Bowl. I mean,
This has gone well. It's gone on longer too this time, and by the Egg Bowl, it will have gone much longer.
right. So I mean, that's the length of it. But as far as the way he's done it, same damn way. Same damn way. So
Well,
yes, we differ on it. But and again, I wished he would. I wished God he wouldn't do it. But I mean, I'm still holding on to that deal. I probably at about right now. I came in your office last Thursday and I said he's gone. All right, and I haven't never told you that he was staying ever, not once. I've stayed on that deal. So now, if I had to put percentage on it, I'd say probably 75-25. 75, he's gone. 25, there's a chance he gets to stay. But again, that may change come Sunday. I mean, Friday. I don't know what's going to happen. But I did notice my little buddy Oscar there has he showed backed into spun his daggum stance around. Again, we talked about this the other day. There's no doubt the man's plugged in. He's got contacts. He knows people, and he hears things. And so I'm not saying he's wrong, but obviously the way he delivers it pisses me off more than anything. But and I think he was right at the time. Things have changed. I honestly see him, the way he backed up today, as not being something that really and truly negatively does it, but or negatively, changes the way he's perceived, because things do change and we realize that. But the way he wrote it up, and then he's acting like he didn't say. It's 100%. He's also acting like he didn't use the words written. He did. He did say something's written. I can't find the post because it's down about 300 pages into the form, and I'm not looking that far back. We all know what he said. I ain't got to prove it to him. He knows what he said. So,
Why would you ever, knowing what we know, seeing what we've seen, get on there and say it's 100%?
I don't know. Do not know.
And everything has been leveraged out, so it's not about leverage anymore. It's about the egg bowl. He don't want to be here. He wants to leave, but I feel like he won't leave if we're 11-1 hosting a playoff game.
Well,
To me, at this point, until I see something that convinces me otherwise, it's that simple. Make the playoffs 11-1. Yeah, he's probably better than 50%. He'll stay. Lose that game, and he is a gone mofo.
maybe so.
Yeah, my feelings
That's
are about lose that game. My feelings are about 95% gone.
uh, Blue. Coming to your question today, what are you thinking? I mean, you asked me that question, but then you threw the caveat out there that I can't choose Kiffin. And honestly, there ain't nobody out there that captures my excitement about the program like Lane Kiffin does.
Well,
It's just there's nobody out there that, I mean, good Lord, I'd like to have that guy. I mean, there's just nobody out there.
well,
Kirby Smart is it.
I
I got
asked it
Lane
that
Kiffin.
way. I asked it that way because that's more than likely our new reality. I agree with you, but we can't make him stay.
No, I can't make him stay. I don't care to. But now, you made me think. But I just, like I said, Dan Lanning, I could get excited behind that. But he obviously loves where he's at. He's got Nike money, and he's in a conference where he's only got one or two tough games a year, and the rest of them are cakewalks to him. Sumrall I fully believe John Sumrall is going to be a great coach. But are we really wanting to take a chance on somebody coming from a group of five right now with a program where we are? We got to bring somebody in that's ready to hold a class together and everything. Sarkisian, like I said, I feel like he's a good coach, but he hadn't showed me nothing that he ain't somewhere that if he ain't got elite talent, can he coach them to where we at now? Where he's got it, and he's underperforming with elite talent right now. Lincoln Riley, has he shown you much? Anything? He's got a name. He's at a blue blood school, but he ain't showed me shit. Trinkwitz, good Lord, he's probably the only one closest to it. But I mean, he is dry as a popcorn fart.
Yeah.
And so
Nobody, even, I mean,
I said Elko. All right, Elko again. We can't get him. Number one, we can't lure him away from that money over there at Texas A&M. But number
yeah,
two, same way as Sark. He's
yeah,
winning with. He didn't do that great last year, but he built a heck of a roster this year with A&M NIL money. So I don't know. Can he do that? I just don't know of nobody out there. I'll let Keith Carter make that decision, obviously. But so all of this has been so frustrating and almost exhausting.
I have enjoyed my day so much more staying away from it, man. I mean, I'd go over there every now and again and browse through there, but just refreshing every 3 seconds like I've been doing was it just put me just in a constant state of just pissiness because I'm sitting there refreshing, knowing good and well there's not going to be anything. You're just hoping against hope that you see something, and I don't want to say that I'm apathetic to it, but I don't know. I wonder if this is the first sign of just not caring anymore. I'm already real close to not caring what he decides to do. just because I'm so frustrated. Now, of course, I want him to be the coach, but don't want to have to beg somebody to be your coach.
Well,
So I don't know, man. I got no answers.
I don't either. But so we got a huge rivalry game coming up here with major implications. We're going against a team got 0 to lose and 100% to gain. Got a great chance at if they win that game, not only do they backdoor a bowl appearance, but they had a chance to just deliver a down 1-2 knockout blow to their most hated rivals in all the world.
Can you imagine?
They're going to be highly motivated, and our team, I'm
I
worried.
agree, 100%.
I'm worried to death about the game, to be honest with you. So,
100%.
me and you've seen a mini Egg Bowl where we were the most talented team on the field. 2009 was one of them. We had more talent than any of them on the field, but they just walked all over us.
2013, same way.
Yep. 2000. I was at that ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Took a
Dak come in second half.
yep.
Hugh Freeze is such a poor game plan offensively.
Yep. Took a week worth of washing and 2 gallons of bleach to get all the smell out of my clothes.
Yeah, I bet.
One game, and I ain't been back to start since. But I tell you what, I hope I'm at work obviously, so I can't go. But I sure hope the Rebels go and at least show this team that the fans are behind them, regardless of who's standing on the sideline or
Yeah,
not. Because I'm tell you what, this team has took us all by surprise, man. It has to. It wasn't built to win this way,
yeah,
but it has. And I don't
yep,
know. I want this little podcast me and you to do right here. I want me and you to laugh and carry on. And man, neither you nor me right now is doing a whole lot of freaking smiling. So
Well, no, nobody is. Everybody, Reb Addy, who I really like, got on air today with a big write up about
I read it, and
it's
I said,
worth it. Yeah, it's worth it because we're 10-1, 11-1.
and well, he's
Is
right.
it? Is
Yes,
he?
he is right.
You
He's right.
enjoying this?
I didn't say I'm enjoying it. But where he's right about the fact that it's not a marriage. It's about, we don't need him to love Ole Miss like we love Ole Miss. We need him to do what he said he's going to do. He's going to come here and make us relevant, and he did. Now, obviously he said it himself in there too. He wished he'd handle it different. But at the end of the day, if we get to the playoffs, host a playoff game, if we can make it to the semis, think about that. The way things are looking right now with that playoff bracket last night, they got us over there. I'd love to. Almost wished I drop down a little bit and get on the other side of the bracket. Love to have another shot at Georgia. And right now, Georgia's on the other side of that bracket from us, so that means we're going to go through A&M. And the way it would work out, Alabama's in that side too. So if we get
Yeah,
down to the semifinals, if Alabama were to win, and us win the first quarterfinal match and get whatever the hell it is, the second round of 8, and get against A&M,
yeah,
then you look at, and Alabama was to somehow win their game, then there's 3 SEC teams on that side of the bracket. And that, it can get down to that might could help us in the long run getting a SEC team in the finals, guaranteed. But at the same time, that's a tough road for us guys.
yeah,
Everybody. I'd rather have the least amount of SEC teams on my side of the bracket.
yeah.
We already got to play their ass all the time. And out of
Hmm.
all of them, I'd like to have a shot at them. I'd love to have a shot at Georgia again after the way we played them. Put it on a neutral field.
Yeah, yeah. Me too.
But then again, I've said it from the get-go that thought that A&M looks like a great football team at some points, but you got to also admit there's a chink in that armor. We've seen them, South Carolina just, yeah, they blew a damn 27-point lead, but they had them down 27 points.
Yeah. Yeah, they had them.
That's a chink in that armor, and that was it in Kyle Field. That's the only reason why they was able to come back. Was that you put that game in Columbia, South Carolina, and they ain't coming back from 27 points down.
Yeah. Ain't no doubt about that.
Anyway, anyway, yeah, the bracket came out last night. I watched that. I knew because Georgia beat us, they were going to be ahead of us. But I kind of had, like me and you talked, that would have been great to have that. If we get that first round bye, if we could get that number 4 position that Georgia got.
Well, this coming up weekend, there really ain't much that can happen that can hurt us. The only things that could happen would help us.
Who's Georgia got? No, they're playing Charlotte this weekend. So
yeah,
that ain't gonna happen. But Georgia Tech, and they got a pretty decent football team.
Yeah.
And are they hosting them? Yeah, it looks like Georgia Tech is the host. They're the 16th team in the nation right now. So there's a chance.
Wonder how many teams in it, like as it sits right now. It started right now. Wonder how many teams in it that have beat multiple playoff teams.
Georgia. Yeah.
Who all they beat?
I seen a graphic today though. I don't know about playoff teams, but as far
Yeah,
as
I mean playoff teams. Like what playoff teams do they beat?
I don't know. You'd have to run that one.
Ole Miss and who else?
I got to look at their whole schedule, but let's see. That was all right. Marshall, Austin P. All right, Tennessee. They beat Alabama. They lost to. They beat Kentucky. They beat Auburn. They beat us. So there's one. They beat Florida, and they beat Mississippi State, and they beat Texas. So that's it. We're the only playoff team in the playoff bracket. But the graphic I saw today is they've beaten more nationally ranked teams than Ohio State, Indiana, and there was one other way up there, Oregon.
Yeah.
Combined. Add them all together. And Georgia's beat more because Tennessee's ranked. Alabama, they lost to Alabama, but Ole Miss was
ranked.
And Texas was ranked.
Yeah.
They beaten 3. Them 3 teams ain't beaten 3 added up. And they're ahead of them. But Texas A&M, like we talked about the other day, Texas A&M ain't had to play Bama, ain't played Oklahoma, ain't played Georgia, and they're going to win. They ain't played Ole Miss. The only other team, all the other team, well, Oklahoma's not in the bracket yet, but I fully expect them to be there towards the end of the year because someone else in this bracket is fixing to lose. Let's see, playoffs, CF bracket. I had it and I've lost it. Gosh, damn it. So, wait a minute. They are in it. Oklahoma is in it. at 8th. How'd I miss that? Oklahoma's ranked number 8 in the nation right now, so they got them matched against Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've
They
beaten
have, we've
two
beat
teams that, if it started today, will be in the playoff. Has any other team beaten 2 playoff teams with where it sits today?
we hadn't beaten 2.
Yeah, we have.
Well, if it started today, yes, because of Tulane.
Yeah,
Uh, yes, I just missed.
they ain't losing again
No,
unless, well, let me rephrase that. Summerall's stuff could derail them
well, I don't know.
without question. It could.
You think? See, I think Auburn's got the inside track at him for somehow. But then again, there's that outside chance that I've heard he highly covets the Ole Miss job.
That's what I heard.
Everybody, everybody out there. I even think Franklin was waiting to see what Kiffin does. I don't think Franklin wanted our job, but I think that he thought that if he might have had a chance at Florida or LSU.
Yeah,
I think Florida pretty much told him, we're not hiring you regardless. And LSU was just too zoned in, and it got pretty much out there that. But yeah, if they're interviewing, who'd you say?
I heard Drinkwitz, but
It
that just don't sound right to me.
don't sound right because I mean I don't think he's going to do anything to excite their fans right now. But at
Mm-mm.
the same time, I think their AD and all that's got to be working on a plan B.
Yeah,
Got to be.
yeah.
So, oh man, this is. I want to talk about the games. I want to talk about the playoffs, man. I want to talk about this damn Egg Bowl. But right now, only thing my heart is on is
Yeah.
Kiffin.
Well, maybe we can have another show before the Egg Bowl where we go in and we just say we're not talking about anything but the game and just break it down.